Today I'm going to be talking about eyes and eye conditions. So I thought I'd better get an expert in. So welcome, it's Gerry here. He's the lead optometrist for East Renfrewshire, which is near Glasgow. So I thought I'd start with something really happens a lot in pharmacy. People come in with a stye.
Mm-hmm.
So first of all, maybe explain what exactly is a stye?
A stye is it's a very common eye condition that appears on the lid margin, just where the root of the lashes are. It's a small red pimple-like lesion which can be quite painful at times and quite irritating and also quite unsightly. The cause of it generally is a small bacterial infection. The bacteria that causes it is staphylococcal bacteria, which is probably the most common bacteria in the body, which lives in your nasal passage. So often it can be contaminated from wiping your nose to wiping your eye. That's the theory behind how it often happens. In a lot of cases it happens for no real reason. It's quite idiopathic. So how is it treated? There's no real way to treat it. There's no lotions or potions that will take it away. It is a self-limiting condition. There are ways you can speed up the process, and the best way to do it is using warm compresses. You can do that in two ways. You can use hot water from the tap and a clean flannel and keep pressure on the eye for maybe 10-15 minutes 3 or 4 times a day, and it'll help to break down the stye itself. Keeping the lashes and surrounding area
Yeah, I was
clean.
going to ask you how do you do that?
There's various ways to do it. The best way to do it is using medicated lid scrubs, which are purposely manufactured to break down the bacteria that appears in the eyelashes and surrounding areas. You can use a diluted solution of preservative-free baby shampoo and water. However, you have to be very careful because that can affect the actual quality of tear film. So by far and away the lid scrubs, lid wipes are the best way to do it. In terms of getting heat onto the eye, the most effective way is using the purpose-made eye bags. They have been manufactured to go to the correct temperature and maintain the correct temperature to help the healing process. By far and away the best way to do it.
Mm. And I know, just from reading up for this interview, there's probably something that looks very like a stye, meibomian cyst, I think.
So meibomian cyst or chalazion or lid lump, as a lot of people will know it as a kind of close cousin to a stye. Different in the way that it's not a bacterial infection. Along your lid margins, you have lots of small glands that produce an oil called meibomian oil, and this is the oily component of your tear film that keeps your tear film stable. When the glands become blocked, the oils can't secrete, so they tend to back up within the lid margins and within the lid itself. The oils harden and create a small lump within the lid margin. It tends to be further up in the lid rather than on the margin at the lash, at the root of the lash. And that itself can be similar in appearance and how it feels, but again, there is no quick fix for it, and the best way to treat it is the same way as a stye, and it's using warm compress treatment and keeping the surrounding area nice and clean. Importantly though, with a stye, it should resolve itself within about a week to 2 weeks at the most. If it doesn't, you should go and see your eye care professional, because you have to then get a second opinion as to whether it is actually a stye. With a chalazion, it can take a bit longer, in some cases up to months to break down. So again, if you're concerned about it, go and see an eye care professional and get it confirmed.
So it's really the length of time we're talking about, because they look quite similar?
Yes, they do. Chalazions tend to be slightly larger, and they start off as a red lump, but then the redness settles and it just becomes like a hard mass under the lid. A stye maintains its kind of red appearance. Another important thing to do is never to try and pop a stye. It's not like a pimple. If you pop it, then you risk spreading the bacteria. You should always avoid towel sharing whilst you have the condition as well, because it is contagious.
Okay, that's a good point as well. The other thing that we quite often see is just simply one red eye. Now I know that can go from don't worry about it it will go away to really very serious conditions. So if somebody has a red eye, I mean, presumably it is go to your optometrist, but can you just talk us through the different types of red eye that are out there?
Red eyes, they come in various different formats. A basic red eye could be a slight allergic reaction to something. It could be caused by dryness in the eyes. Blepharitis itself can cause the eye to look a bit red. If the eye is a deep red, almost as if it's got blood in the white of the eye, that could be a small hemorrhage that started underneath the tissues.
And like a hemorrhage, for example, that simply just goes away, does it?
Yeah, it's self-limiting. Again, there's not a lot you can do about it.
Okay.
Something, the subconjunctival hemorrhage, to give its full title, if it occurs recurrently, I would seek advice from the GP and get a blood pressure check just to make sure that that's not sitting high. 9 times out of 10, the hemorrhage happens when you're sleeping, either due to a cough or a sneeze. Again, if there's no pain in the eye, if the vision is not affected, it's less of a serious condition. With red eyes, the important questions to ask are: is it painful, and is your vision affected? And is there any discharge coming from it? Have you had any trauma, or has it appeared without you noticing it? And from there, it gives us an idea of what pathway to go down. Any type of red eye, you should really go and see an optometrist and get it confirmed.
I think that's the problem. Certainly in the pharmacy side, we do see a lot of people with eye problems, and certainly we refer a lot of people at the moment. But I think it's the general public perhaps don't realise how important it is to get the eye checked. With a professional, with an optometrist.
Well, yeah, absolutely. The cause of red eyes, you cannot possibly tell what it is by purely looking at someone. You have to examine it under a slit lamp condition, a microscopic slit lamp. You have to put staining in the eye so you can look at the surface cells of the eyes to determine if the problem is coming from a superficial surface problem, or is it behind the front surface of the eyes, in which case it could be more of a sinister condition.
So I think the message here today is go and see your optometrist if you have an eye problem.
Regular eye checks. Even if you don't think you have an eye problem, you get the same checkups for your eyes as you do for your teeth and the rest of your body.
Good idea. Thanks very much, Gerry.
You're very welcome. Thank you.